Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you came. I'm Tara, and it's nice to meet you. Today's Math Monday, and I have some papers here. I got inspired by Miss Tina to do something that she got inspired by Cathy from Cathy's Garden. So it's a triple, down the line here, but I thought it'd be fun for us too. So I made one, and of course now I'm looking to see where I sat it. What we're going to do, and this is kind of a tall one, we're going to make, you can make them in any size you want, but this is a double pocket, okay, floating paper clip. So we're going to do these, and these papers I brought are for using over the paper clip to cover it in the center. And then I brought a few of my papers. I brought some scrapbook paper, and I brought one of Tina's old papers that I really liked. And so let's get started. What you're going to need is a selection of paper. You're going to need some paper clips. I agree with Tina. She had suggested that you use like the medium-sized ones. I think she's probably right, but I do have small ones as well, depending on the size of the pocket, I guess. And then I have my hole punches. I have some glue. I've got my what do I call it? You know what it's called. Our art glitter glue. And you can use any glue you want. I have my bone folder, some scissors. You can also cut with, of course, with a paper cutter. I've got some things to decorate with, so that's all you need. So what we're going to do, you may want to do double-sided paper. This paper is like a cream color, so I'm not really going to worry about it with this, but what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half, okay? And I've only done it the one time, so let's hope I can do it right. This paper might be more of a pen holder than a pocket, actually, because it's so narrow. And the reason it's narrow is because I had a piece of it that was torn I had used for a collage, and so I cut off that part. And so, yeah, so it's going to be kind of a skinny pocket. So I'll probably make this one a little bit shorter because I don't want it like a pen holder. But you're going to have these 4 pieces now. So the reason I did that backwards is, again, I agree with Tina. It's easier to get it even without worrying about having to measure it. Okay? And what you're going to do is you can either trim or you can tear that, that last piece off. Don't throw it away because you may want to use it. And I'm going to cut this down to about there because I don't want it that tall, like I said. And then I can get actually 2 of them out of that. Okay. All right. So now when you fold this in, I think this side goes in better. It did on my other one at least. But now you have the 3 pieces, okay? So now we're going to take a paper clip. Let me find, I wanted my rose gold ones here. And I'm thinking the short ones would be fine with this size. I mean, if you wanted to use a short one, but you're going to go ahead and put it on in the center. And now, I guess what Cathy did was she closed this over and then made this her pocket on the front. But Tina had the idea of covering this and then gluing this as a pocket as well. And I like that idea. So I've just got some pieces, like I showed you guys, of paper to my left here that I'm going to use just to cover up the paper clip. And I'm going to go ahead and use hot glue. It's quicker and it'll really glue that paper clip to the page as well. Okay. Oh, if you heard a slam, that's my neighbors. A 4th one moved in, and he is a door slammer. The other 3 are pretty good about it, but this guy, I always know it's him because he works during the the night, and so he's home during the day. Okay, so now we have that in there, and we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to do a thumb hole on the front of this. So I'm going to be using a piece of this as my front pocket. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut. Let's see, let's bring it down a little further. However, wherever you want your pocket to land. Okay. So I really liked her idea. She took her two papers together, and that way her thumb hole is in the same spot, which I thought was a pretty good idea. So when you glue it on, now both your thumb holes are right there. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and just run some glue along the bottom. If I get my glue to go. Haven't used it in 10 minutes, so it's so it's stuck. Good old art glitter glue. It's, oops, that pin is not good. Let me use this one. There we go. All right, that should do the trick. Okay, so we're going to run this along the bottom and along the side. These are really easy, but they are really cute once they're done. So I will link Tina's video, and I think she had said she was going to link Cathy's video. I'm just going to darken this a little bit before I glue this down. Oh, I don't need to do all that. I'm gluing this on. Because I'm not sure which video she watched with Cathy. All right, okay. So now we're going to glue this pocket down. These are kind of a good mass make. Because they're easy. Now, on the other ones, mine will be wider because I'm going to use a different paper. But if you like this smaller, thinner pocket, you know. And like I said, they're floaters because of the paper clip, which is fun. So the person who owns the journal can put it wherever they want. Okay. There we go. Cute, right? And there's your paper clip on the back. Everything's glued down. Make sure it's stuck good. And you can definitely use different paper on the front for that lower pocket. You don't have to have it like that. But there you go. You've got one pocket, two pockets, three pockets. Okay? We'll just let that dry. I don't want to pull on them because they're still wet. Now, pick another piece of paper here. I've got one that's... This one is coffee dyed, so... Alright. Now this is one of my pages. It's from Wild Roses. In case anybody likes it and wants to know where it came from. And that's in the Etsy shop. I'm just going to fold it in half. I think on the next one I'm going to try and do a third fold and see if I can get it even as possible and just use a different piece of paper for the front, and then that way it'll be a little bit wider. Okay, and like I said, you can at this point decide if you want to trim it down. I think I want, let's see, which one do I want? Yeah, I'll take this one off. I'm going to trim this just slightly because that little bump there, but I want this part on the inside. And I'd like the words on the outside. So I'm just taking that little part that's kind of sticking out. I think that'll make, yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and trim from the top. Okay, let's see. Okay. Center that up as much as possible. I have a piece of book page that would work. Is it thick enough? Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. So these are super easy, right? As usual, easy peasy like that. All right. And that dried really fast, that paper. Okay. Now, which one did I want? They both have words, so I don't think it really matters. I hate covering those flowers, but I have this piece, so I'll probably cover it with those like that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down before I even, let's see. Do any gluing or anything. And yeah, I think I'm going to try, how high is that? Let's see if that's, it's a little high. Yeah, we're going to go like that. I realized I don't have to do that top part because it's going to be covered up, or a thumb hole there, so it won't matter. But you will want to do the back of this, because if you're distressing it, because of the fact that it's going to show, because it's a floater, right? So, okay, so let's go ahead and cut these. Make sure I've got it the right direction. Yeah, I want to do it that way. So. Hopefully I'm even there. Pretty good. Okay. And again, I'm going to run the glue down the side here. Okay. That looks pretty. There we go. So as you can see, these are super easy. And now we can just kind of have our chat. So again, it's kind of late today, and Cordy will probably be getting off work in the next hour or so. Oops, I put that on there uneven. Shoot. Miss Tara, careful. There we go. Oh, that looks cute. Yeah, I like these. They're fun. So what I wanted to try, where's the other one I did? I am so good at sitting things to the side and losing them. Okay, so what I wanted to try was doing it I do have some scrapbook paper here, some 12 by 12, so that would make it definitely a wider, let's see. Let's do that first. Maybe we can make 2 of them out of that or something. Yeah. This paper is that haberdashery. Even this paper, because it's done in fourths, it's kind of a little bit narrower still. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I guess it is only 1 more inch. Oh, I brought that down too far over. There we go. Right, now this paper will not tear like I was doing the other paper. So I am going to have to cut this side. All right, my scissors are, they're not as sharp as they once were. They're not catching. Let me see. Sorry about that, guys. And this paper's thick. Like I said, it's a little tougher to deal with. Okay. Oh. Gee, fun stuff. Okay. Now, let's put that right there. Okay. I have these. I think this might actually match this paper a little bit. It's like a burgundy. I'm going to use that instead. There we go. Let's see. Grab one of my papers here. I was looking real quick to see if I had I thought I had a second piece of, oh, here it is. Okay. And there we go. Oh, I need a glue stick. I didn't even realize. So anyways, Cordy will be home soon and I'll be starting dinner. But we're going to have leftovers. I made a really good, like an Alfredo. I don't know how to explain it. I did it in the Instapot. And I did chicken breast. And then I used one of my favorite Alfredo, like basil Alfredo sauces that I like. And then I put baby potatoes, and I think I'm going to put her in the picture. I put baby potatoes and asparagus with it. and cooked that in the Instapot. And then, of course, had some garlic bread and some mozzarella cheese and put on top, and then did some, what do you call it? You know, I can't think of the cheese, but anyway, the powdered cheese. What's it called? Sometimes, you guys, I swear, I don't know how you put up with me. Anyway, and so I had that, and that was really good. So we put that over noodles. And I say noodles because Cordy loves egg noodles. So I actually put it over egg noodles. I would have put it over something else, but that's what we had, and I know he loves them. So, and so we had that, and then so we have some leftovers, and so I'm gonna put that. And I think instead of the chicken, I think I'm gonna cook up sirloin tonight and have that instead on the side because what's left is the sauce and the potatoes and the asparagus. So I thought it might, if we had it with sirloin tonight, then it'll kind of change it up a little bit, you know? Don't want to have chicken every night. I have chicken quite a bit, so I do love to give him some steak when I can. I don't eat as much as I used to of beef, and so it's kind of impacted his enjoyment of it as well. But yeah, so that's going to be dinner tonight. And I've started another DigiKit. I'm not going to announce what it is or anything because I'm not really sure if I'm going to stick with the theme of it or if I'm kind of playing with it. We'll see. And there's that one. Get our little, oops, we got to do this before I love this paper. I use it sparingly because I've already bought 2 of them because I like them so much. I've used them up, you know. And so I'm probably should have distressed this before I glued it shut. Where's my little, I'm using a little piece of paper here. Anyway, I don't want to buy another one. They're like 20, I don't know, 22 bucks or something like that for the pad, but so worth it. It's such an awesome kit. Or scrapbook pad, I mean. Yeah, that does match. The burgundy paperclip looks pretty cool. I got those at the Dollar Tree, in case anybody likes colored paper clips. I find them there a lot, actually. So, they always have some fun stuff, huh? They have the best stickers in the world. Oh my gosh, I love my Dollar Tree stickers. Now, I will say that they're in the thingies, what are they called that you press, the rub-ons? Those are, I got some more the other day because I thought, well, I'll try them again. Every time I try them, you guys, they just don't quite work. You know, they just work partially. That's a pretty one. I like her. She's cool looking. Okay, so there's 3. What time is it? Okay. Again, I'm not going to make a ton of stuff because I have a ton of stuff already. Let's use this one. Now, I am going to try to make a wider one this time. So, I may have to trim some of my paper off, but that's okay. I just kind of wanted to see if I could get this to work for me and do it a little bit wider. Actually, I did get that pretty close. It's just a tiny bit over. Let me see. Oh, it's good enough. Okay. So I'm going to trim. So if you want to make it a little bit wider, just fold it into thirds. Okay. And I'm going to cut part of this off, make it about that big. Oops. And this is again from the Wild Rose kit. So yeah, this will work, I think. And then I can just use one of these pieces. In a way, I don't even know if I want to put a pocket because that is really pretty. I like it like that. And then what I'm going to do is just darken the white a little bit. You don't have, because it's not going to show. So you can just do that top. You could also glue book page in there if you wanted to. Let's see. This rose gold actually goes really good with this paper. How would that fit? Not quite. I think I'll use a piece of my dictionary page I brought along. Don't want to waste it. Oops. I've got myself a little stack over here. I was giggling when I was watching Tina's video. I love her so much. Her desk. I'm like, but you know what? She's got all those papers right there. It's really, I see why in a way she just like piles things up in front of her, because she can just grab as she needs them. And I kind of understand that, because I was thinking, you know, I'm constantly having to make sure I have all my papers with me, and then I've got to make sure they're, you know, I've got to get up and sometimes pause the video to go find them, you know, and she doesn't have to do that. She's got them right there. So yeah, I was like, that might be kind of a good idea, actually. Now I'm thinking that if I put one of these, I want a pocket, but I don't want to cover all those flowers up. Maybe we could put a second pocket on the back. That's a thought, right? Because this is going to be a little floater, so you could have a pocket back here instead of on the front. I mean, there's no rules, right? We're in junk journal world. I'm going to cut this down. I don't have to, and with that, I wouldn't even have to measure. I do have to cut this more evenly, though. There we go. But I'm thinking with that, I wouldn't even have to really worry about where my thumb hole is exactly. And I could just put a pocket on the back, because I like the flowers. I want to decorate around them. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm getting very bold. Have you noticed 2 videos in a row, I did not put distress ink on the back of my pocket. I know, right? Big whoop-de-doo, Tara. Ooh, you're so brave. Now this one's framed more because I trimmed some of that off, but that's okay too. So this is still going to be a triple pocket, just in a different spot. And because this is a little wider, it's not so tight, you know. That's pretty too. Nope, I really like that. So, oh, we got to do our hole. Here, 1 second. Got to have our thumb hole. And you can, of course, measure your thumb hole if you want. I just eyeball it. I only measure when I absolutely have to. You guys know that. Okay. I like it. All right. And I see a little bit hanging down off the bottom here because I had cut that in half, so I'm gonna just trim. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's that one, and then the pocket on the back. So that's a little bit different. So we're gonna go to, gosh, I didn't realize I hadn't moved. I've been printing up my new kit and I had it sitting underneath all my work. Okay, so I'm gonna use another one from Wild Roses. I'm thinking I wanna try, and I've got that Eiffel Tower right in the center. That's not good. Not good because it's not gonna get to show up. I kind of liked doing the, which side do I want? I kind of liked doing the triple and just using the top part as a pocket because that worked. That just worked for me. Oops, I did this one a little short. Dang it. So I'm going to trim this little side off right here. And that way I can bring that over some and still catch my, or still catch it being a little bit wider. Well, he's on the back. Yeah, that's not bad because it is a floater, so it'll show up. Now, I'm just going to actually take a tiny bit off of this one so that you can see. So this one will be a taller one. Yeah, so you can see the Eiffel Tower on the back. I like that. Okay. And then you're going to have to trim this off. So there's a couple of ways that you can do these. You can do them really skinny like the first few we did, you know, and do it in fourths. And this was with the 12 by 12. This was with the 11 across, you know, so you get a little bit more. This was with about 3/4 of a page. This was with a third. Now I did trim this one so it's a little bit shorter, see? Okay, got a little extra, but this is with the third, this is with the third. So, and then you can do them as tall or as short as you want. Okay, let me see, what time is it? Okay. We are good. We are good, kiddos. I think we should do, let's see, which one should we put on the front? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll do this side because I'm gonna put a pocket here, and then the flowers will show. It'll be clipped with a little thumb, but that's okay. And I can put, oh gosh, I like that. Or do I want the flowers? No, I think I want the words. Yeah, like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim that. I am gonna just trim off the furry side just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Don't want to lose much of my pocket. And I'm going to put it right there. That'll be good. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our thumbnail here. Our little slot. Not thumbnail. Is it a thumbnail? Oh, I know it's for the thumb. There we go. Okay. I think I want to use, I'm going to use a little darker this time. I'm going to do the walnut. I do like walnut stain and espresso. The darker I do, I like those. Okay. And then the inside, I'm just going to do this right here. And I'm going to just, oh, shoot, folded that. Dang it. I get a little rough. A little bit rough, Tara. Now let me see if I can find, oh good, I still have some. I'm getting low though on these rose gold paper clips. I tend to use them a lot. And the others not so much, so, okay. Let me get a piece of paper here. Right. Don't want to burn my thumb. So anyways, I teach Sunday school this week. That'll be fun. Hopefully hopefully the kids will be like they were the last time. They were really good. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's challenging. I'm just saying, a little bit challenging. No, they're great kids. They are precious babies. Okay. Oh, so this morning I was recording. It's Thursday, by the way, so you know what time of the week it is for me of last week. So I am recording a video for this week's for you guys, and I hear all this ruckus outside, right? So I paused it and I ran outside, and I'm thinking it sounded like dogs, and I'm like, oh no, what if it's a little dog getting attacked, you know? So I get out there, and there's a chicken in my yard, you guys. Oh no. And it was the neighbors again, and it wasn't a rooster this time, it was a hen. And guys, I've got to be honest, I tried to get that girl back over the fence, but I know it sounds wimpy coming from a farm girl, but I'm scared of chickens. I was attacked a lot as a kid by a rooster. And also I had a grandma who was so paranoid about me getting hurt that she would say, Tara, don't touch it, it's gonna hurt you. You know, everything was gonna hurt me. So I have this fear in me of certain things because of her saying that to me when I was like 4 and 5 years old. But I did have a rooster. Bless Garmel's heart, she couldn't help it. She was so paranoid that I'd get hurt. And I probably would have, you know. But because I was an adventurous little thing. And so I would go down the driveway and with a broom, because I knew that this rooster was going to chase me, and I would like fight with him, you know, all the way back down the driveway, because he would chase me all the way down the driveway. He was huge. He was almost as big as me, and he was one of those big white foghorn, leghorn type roosters. Oh, this one looks pretty. I like that. And yeah, so I have a paranoia about roosters and chickens. And so I decided not to battle wits with the chicken, and I left her out there. I hope, because he's at work, the neighbor boy, and his grandma, I think my neighbor lady, she must be out of town or something, because I haven't seen her. And her truck is sitting in the same place it's been sitting for over a week. She has kids that live out of state, and she goes and visits, you know. So yeah, I have no idea, but anyways. So I'm looking at my goodies here. See, this is what I'm talking about with Miss Tina. She has like everything at, oh, that looks pretty on there, right? This is ribbon trim from Miss Pammy. I remember she sent this to me. Thank you, honey bunny. Yeah, so there's a chicken. I hope the chicken's still in my yard. But I think it's own dogs. I think it's his dogs that like bark at the chickens through the fence and scare them, and then they jump, you know. I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit, but first I'm gonna glue it. Maybe I should wait and see what I'm gonna put on here before I go sticking stuff, you know. So we're going to find a pretty girl or something. Yeah, so that was fun. And so I came back in and I was kind of panting and hoping you guys didn't notice it was in one of our devotion videos I was doing. These are cute little guys. But yeah, his dogs are freaking out the chickens. We are going to do one of our little, I think we're going to do one of our little dolls. Let's see. Yeah, scaring the chickens. That's what they're doing. She's pretty. If I had something for her to be sitting on, that would look cute. Oh, wait, I like this one. I love her. I've been holding on to her for a minute. This one's cut wrong. Look, her face is kind of cut off on the side a little bit. That's annoying. Oh, she's cute. We're going to do a little girl. And we're going to put some, let's see, do I want to use black? I think I'll use the brown. That's okay. Just going to do a little bit for her to stand on. Get a little water here to dip my brush in. Light's shining just right. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. If you get too much water with this woody brushes, it kind of messes up, so you gotta be careful. Okay. Alrighty. Darken our little girl up a little bit, yellow her out. Okay, so she's going to be right there. She's the perfect height to still be within that picture there. And what do we want to put with her? Let's see. I had these little, here it is. I don't know how it'll look, but I had these little page edgers that I made. I'm looking in my little drawers for some words. You know me, gotta have words. Yep, so I'm the official chicken chaser. I tried everything to get her to go too. She wouldn't, and she kept running from me, of course. So I was like, okay, I gotta go back in. But that was my excitement for the morning. And what else? Let's see. I already did my grocery shopping this week, which was good. I did it on Tuesday instead of the weekend, so I'm happy about that. So all I have to do is get a few things that we ran out of during the week and do my laundry, and maybe on Saturday I'll be able to do another video with you guys, because you know Cordy's gonna take a nap. He always takes a nap. I don't know if I'm gonna put that on there or not. I'll probably leave it off. I'm kind of letting this paper speak for itself. I like, is it okay that I like my own paper? I like this paper. I think it looks kind of pretty. I'm just so blessed that the Lord's helped me use Photoshop and I'm getting to make my own paper. That's awesome. So we're going to run this ribbon right along the bottom here. And I'm going to put it where I'm going to trim the edges. Okay. Go on, little girl. I didn't glue you, did I? No, she's just stuck. Okay. In fact, I'm going to take it up to the edge. You know what? I am not going to sit here and fight with that. I'm going to use my fabric scissors. I am going to have to make me a trip, take me a trip to IKEA and get me some new scissors. These are getting really old. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put her on there. So these aren't anything big and fancy, but I really do think they're fun to be little floaters in our journals. Got glue on the top of her. Most of the time, if you get glue on the top of these little guys, you can run your fingernail over it and kind of wipe it off. Okay. And then I'm going to tear the edges of this, of course. Okay. So like I said before we started, when we first started, I did not make a ton because I am kind of overwhelmed with ephemera right now. So I went ahead. I need to get myself busy and put together some journals and just, you know, use it all up. Be still. Be still and know that I am God. Praise the Lord. Let's see. Do I want to put anything up here? I mean, I don't know. Do we? I'm thinking maybe a butterfly or something. I'm looking here to see where they are. I stuck them somewhere, you guys. Okay, I know they're in here. Sorry, bear with me. I'm sorry. Ah, see, I knew they were there. I have some really big butterflies. These came from a kit, and they're huge. I don't really ever use butterflies that are that big, but it was a beautiful kit. It just really, oh, that one's pretty. Just really caught my eye. I like that butterfly, but maybe a tiny bit smaller if I have one. Each one came in different, like here he is again in the bigger one. Problem is I've probably used him. Bird. I don't know how he got in here. He snuck in with my butterflies. Oh, I think I found one. Well, he's not exact, but he's close. Let's see. I'm not sure if he matches. And this one's too bright. Look at that. Okay. That one's pretty. Or maybe a green one. Huh. That would be nice. And a little bit different and goes with that green. Let's do it. Oh, I've got junk all over my scissors. No wonder they're not cutting. I never use these on camera. I've got these. I bought these at Walmart here a while back. I'll use these little guys. Let's see. I'm not as good with tiny scissors as I am with bigger scissors, but for this little guy, I think it might help. Okay. I don't remember which shop I got these butterflies in either. They are in Etsy though. And it comes with a huge amount too. It's like pages of them. So I was cutting for days and I still didn't cut them all out. I have some pages in my drawer that I just couldn't do anymore. There were so many. But they're so handy, you know. I do love them for stuff like this. I think that green one will look cute on there. Just gonna kind of give him a little touch up. And on this one, I'll probably, well, I could use the pink still. I was gonna say, because you know I love to use Diamante on there. So I think I'll put him about right there. Or down here. No, I like him up there. Do we want him up there though? Maybe? I don't want to block the pockets, so I'm not going to make him stand up. I'm going to lay him down flat. I usually, you know, make him stick up a little bit, but not this time. Oh my gosh. So many options. I think I'll put him right here. Okay. And then, do I want to use the pink on him or the black? Because this is all pink, so it would look pretty. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do the black this time. And I might even do 2 of them. We'll see. Trim off all these little strings. I get my Diamante at Hobby Lobby. They have it over in the wedding section. And it's a pretty good deal. You get a lot. It's a big roll. Yep, I'm going to put him right there. I'm just going to put 2 dots of glue because I don't want to fight with this. And try to put them on there and then drop. I'm just going to drop these on top of there. I know I should use my tweezers, but they're a little bigger, so I'm not going to worry about it. There we go. So there you go, guys. We have our our triple pocket floating paper clip. And you know what? You could do another pocket on the back and on all of them. I mean, even if you do put a pocket on the front and make it a quadruple pocket that floats, right? So that would work really good too. So I didn't do very many. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that's plenty for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and you felt inspired, and I will link Tina's video below. And like I said, I think she was going to link Cathy's video in her video. So if you wanted to watch her original video and yeah, help all of us out by watching our videos. We love it. And you can get to see a different flavor in each one, you know. So I love you guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up for me if you enjoyed today's video. And if you're not a family member, please think of subscribing to the channel and becoming a family member. We have our Facebook group, Creative Cuties, and that is linked below. Also, my Amazon store is linked below for you guys. Not store, my Amazon purchase list. And you can go in there and link to anything that you see on my channel that you enjoyed. Okay? So I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Thanks again. Bye-bye.